Chaz, it feels awfully quiet here after 2 weeks of renovations. The guys are packed up and gone, the pitch is seeded. How's it all gone?
Yeah, great. Yeah, you can always hear the grass starting to talk to each other, and it doesn't actually talk to each other. But yeah, it's day one of the new pitch for next season. So officially, this is my start to next season. I've just come in and put the irrigation on. We've upgraded the irrigation system, and the coverage is absolutely immense. A much better coverage than we had previously. And I've set it up on to come on in the evenings, and yeah, really chuffed. It's flat as a billiard table.
It does look brilliant, to be fair. All the corners are perfect. I saw the guy was spending ages with that machine doing the corners.
There was a slight underestimation on the sand for 2 or 3 reasons, all very positive. I mean, the more sand this pitch gets in it, the better. And it gave them a little bit of time a bit more time than they would normally have to tidy up around the edges, to keep everybody busy, because we were just waiting for that final load of sand, which came yesterday. Car park's open, a couple of machines to go. But yeah, we're really pleased with it. The guy's done an amazing job. Tom from Chaplows is a superb craftsman of his chosen field. Get it? Yeah, so I'm hoping early next week the green haze will be upon us, and then it's all systems go. In 3 to 4 weeks, we'll be getting the mowers on and starting to cut the grass, and here we go again. Just got to make sure I get enough water on it in the early stages to get that germination away as quickly as possible.
I mean, I guess now with your powered sprinklers as well, that's going to help to get more coverage of the grass as well.
Yeah, we replaced all the 20-year-old technology sprinklers with up-to-date modern ones that go both ways. So, as I said, certainly for pre-match watering and stuff, it will do a much more efficient job. And it also, sitting there watching it, I sat there for the last hour watching the sprinklers, which is fine because technically it's my day off today, but it's like having a day off coming and watching the sprinklers. I just need to make sure they all worked automatically before I was confident enough to set it up automatically to come on tonight. I may or may not pop in over the weekend just to check on it, but yeah, so yeah, it's expecting great things, and certainly this has got huge potential. This pitch, I think, with the extra drainage we've put in it, in particular, for when the weather gets bad. So, as I say, we didn't actually have a game cancelled, a men's league game. We did lose one of the ladies' games, or women's games, which was sad. But hopefully, the extra drainage will enable us to do a few more operations, which will keep that water flowing through the surface when it starts to rain, which it will, but not for a week or 2 yet. I think the forecast is really dry, so it'll be getting all its water from the irrigation system.
Its first test will be 26th of July with Pierce Sweeney's testimonial as well. I guess likelihood is that the players will want to train in here at some point as well.
Yeah, we generally do a training session a few days before they come in. And I'm pretty confident. There's no reason to not be confident that we'll have a good, the surface will be certainly getting towards up to scratch. It won't be quite mature by then, but as the season goes on, yeah, we're more than confident. Stood here today that it'll all be good with the work that's been done.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, but last time you said, if people have any questions, that
fine.
So I've got 2 for you.
Yeah.
So the first one, it says, I'll read it exactly as it says. I've noticed that after the full-time whistle blows and the players clap the fans at every home game, you're straight on the pitch doing work. I just wondered why it can't wait until Monday, basically, to give the pitch some rest. So I guess you can explain, how important it is that you get on there.
Okay, so after the game, we generally get out, we do divot, put all the divots back. I've taken all the plasters up and everything. The reason it can't leave till Monday is that after the game, the pitch has moved around a little bit, and we get on there with we've actually upgraded for this season. We had a twin play with 2 operations, a brush and a spike. So we've been rolling, we've been pressing it down, it just is a little alleviation of the surface compaction, just opens the surface up a little bit, gets the air into the grass plant, because obviously we've been rolling it so they can play on it, and they've been running around on it. Also, the brush moves any ground around, picks up any loose stuff, which can then hopefully, as long as it doesn't rain, dries off, and then we'll go out and hoover it up with one of the mowers on Monday. So it's basically getting a bit of air back in the surface of the pitch so that it can breathe and starts to want to grow again after the work we've put into it coming into the game, if that makes sense.
Definitely. Question 2 is something I know you're quite passionate about at the moment, but it says, I've seen other stadiums grow lights get put on the pitch in the week. Is this something the club could do / need or could fundraise for?
We are going to need it. It's the next thing on our shopping list. We are looking into it at the moment. It's quite a significant amount of money if you buy new, but second-hand ones do come about with other clubs upgrading theirs, so it's a good time of year to be looking. We're looking at, you also need to put some fairly hefty plug sockets around the place. They're not 13 amps, they're sort of 63 amp, which is basically a small house full of electricity for each lamp, each set of lamps, and we're actually looking at 4, so we are actively looking at the moment. We've been offered some, and the club are debating it, and we're looking into all the logistics, because you can't just buy the lights, you also need somewhere to put them. When the games are going on and there's nowhere in the stadium that you can put sort of 1.5 size of goal frame, 4 of them big units kicking around. So we're looking into all the logistics. We do want them. There are on our wish list, and don't be surprised if there are some here for next season, if we can sort out the logistics.
I think these kind of things show how progressive the club's trying to be as well, in terms of improving everything. And if you have that, it's obviously going to make your life a lot easier as well.
Yeah, the thing I often say is we're not the only people with these problems, and most of the time, if not all the time, all these things have been done elsewhere, and that's why we go to other clubs. We've got very friends in high places all over the club, not just from a grounds department. And we look into, and we try and avoid the pitfalls and I won't say mistakes, but learning processes. If we can bypass a few of those by talking to our friends and colleagues in the industry, and the lights are one of them. I'm working very closely with Bristol City. Dan Sparks up at Bristol City was very kind enough to invite me up there a few months ago now, and I had a really good look at his lights, and I actually helped him move them around the pitch. So getting a real strong understanding, and also talking to him about the things he would do differently and where he started, and we're basically on exactly the same journey that he was probably 5, 6, 8 years ago. So yeah, it's really exciting industry to be in, and we all look to help each other outside of match days, but obviously we try and beat each other on the match days. But I don't actually play the game, so I'm lucky enough to work very closely with other clubs. And we all want each other to be successful in the industry that we love.
Definitely. Well, we're keen to take some more questions as well for the next one, so people can keep firing them in.
Yeah, definitely. More than happy to do my best to answer them, and hopefully, so people's interest is continuing, and there's an interaction between us all. Yeah, so all good.